Hi guys. Well, I want to talk to you a little bit about some front sight tools. I've got one that the good folks at ATAC TV put me onto. It's by a company called Magna Matic Defense, and for those of you that have been watching my videos for a while will probably recognize this little guy here. This is your basic front sight tool. This is what's available online. You can pick them up for about about 15 bucks, shipped to the house. Very inexpensive, and they're okay for what they are. But Magna Matic has got these guys beat. And let me show you what they've got. This is it. And now, first of all, you might look at that and go, well, that looks quite a bit bigger than the other one. But when you look at them side by side, there's not a whole lot of difference in size. The handle is noticeably larger. There we go. You can see that the actual profile is not that much bigger, but the handle itself is actually quite a bit longer. This could still easily fit in your range bag without any problem. But the folks at Magna Matic has produced a product that they claim to be unbreakable. As a matter of fact, their package actually says that it's 400% stronger than their competition, which is this. Now you might ask yourself, why would you even possibly need a front sight tool that's any stronger than that? Well, basically, what this is a small miniature press. That's all it is. It's a press, and it is designed to, as you spin this thing in, it's designed to press your front sight post over. It's designed to, to drift it right or left, depending on which side you put it on. And it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out, even as heavy built as this thing is, after many attempts at trying to adjust some of these sights, you could have some issues with the thing bending. These things are, most of the time, they're imported, so you're not going to have the high quality steel that they're made, that some of the high quality tool steel ones are made out of. Good product, but Magna Matic's got a better one. And I'll give you a good demonstration of what that thing is. And like I said, what this thing is basically a press. Now, the first thing you'll notice is this is not a C-clamp. As you can see, that gives you a good idea of the size of it. This is not a C-clamp. You can see that there's actually all this steel wrapped around that area. It makes it extremely strong. So you can put a lot of torque on that thing in order to break that sight loose so that it'll drift. Now, if you've got a gun that has been that's in your truck, that's been left in your gun cabinet, heck, even a new gun that has been in storage for a long period of time, could have some small rust that's actually rusted up the front sight drift on the thing. And it is going to take a tremendous amount of force in order to get that sight moving again. I've known of guys actually soaking the things down in something like Break Free or PD Blaster. And even that, because it's such a tight press fit, those products just can't get down inside that front sight and break those things free. And that's why you need something as stout as this. Now, as tough as this thing is, Magna Matic makes one that's actually about twice as thick and is twice as heavy. You can see how thick this is. That's about 3/4 of an inch thick. They make one that's about like that, and it's made for the professional. I don't think they would ever need it. That's just a crazy thing. That right there is more than most of us would ever need. But they do make one that's a lot heavier duty for the professional. Now, for those that don't really understand what I'm dealing with here, I'm going to show you. This is my Waster 1063, and of course, you can see. I'm going to try to spin this around so it can show up a little easier here. Spin that, there we go. See if that'll show up. Now off to my right here, you can see this is my Russian Sega. Now I'm going to go ahead and scan this in so that you guys can get a good view of it. There we go. And bear with me there for a second. There we go. What you're actually pressing on is this deal right here. You see this little circle? Well, this thing is actually a pressed fit that's down inside that front sight post, and depending on how bad your sight is out of kilter, it can move your sight post inside here. It can move it up to 1/4 of an inch from one extreme to the other. I mean, you've got about a 1/4 of an inch of movement in there one way or the other. 1/8 inch on either side of it centered. And if you take this little front sight tool here and you put it on, and they'll work. I mean, they're not. I'm not trying to say that they don't work. These things have been working for many years, and that's it. I mean, you can use that to adjust your front sight. Well, here's one of the problems that you can see. You can see that handle can sometimes get in the way. See if I don't span up there a little bit. Sometimes that handle will get in the way. Well, unfortunately, these particular handles don't slide back and forth, so they can get in your way. They're not. They're actually locked in, and they don't move. Well, with a Magna Matic, they do. Go ahead and span that out so you guys can see it. And you can see that thing slides back and forth. These things are made out of high quality hardened tool steel, and they carry a lifetime warranty. Now, one of the things that I want you to notice is looking in right here, look how much surface area is actually pushing on your front pin. That's a lot of surface area, and the reason that they're able to put that much surface area pushing on that pin instead of that small surface area there that's on that one, see how it's kind of tapered down? It's because of the inherent strength of this little pocket press, and that's the best way to describe them. They're a pocket press made for adjusting these front sights. Now, just like the other one, that fits down just like that, but this little deal here can slide. And they're kind of self-centering. I mean, they'll center themselves up on that post, and that's it. It's locked on, and all it takes in order to drift that sight right or left is just to give a little turn on the handle. And with this long handle, you've got a lot more leverage than what you do with something like this. This also has another advantage that also comes in handy with this long handle. One of the things that you've got here, if I can get it off here, and one of the things I didn't mention is this little window, this little cutout notch right here. When you set that thing down on there, you're actually able to see your drift and make sure that it is centered up. Makes it real easy to do that. But another thing that this thing has got is it's got a front sight elevation tool right here. And again, this is made out of high quality tool steel, so it's going to last a lifetime. Fits down inside there, locks onto your front sight, and it's a good snug fit when you go to put it on there. It's a machine fit, and it's amazing that they're able to get it that good. Now, Magna Matic claims that these things fit a wide variety of AK variants. They do fit SKSs. Now I've done lost my spot. There we go. They do fit SKSs, and they do have a list on the back here of some of the things that they don't fit. Right here it says that they do not fit the AK-104 style gas blocks and the Yugo M92 in the crank. But it will fit SKS, it will fit the Bulgarian, the Czech, the Chinese, Egyptian, the Romanian, the Polish, the Russian, all the different rifles that it will fit. But it only has a couple in the list that it actually doesn't fit. Now, like I said, you've got this front sight adjustment tool, and with this long handle, you're able to adjust that elevation very easily. Check them out, guys. These things are a great tool. Now, Magna Matic makes a few tools. One of the other ones that I've seen, I keep meaning to get and pick up, is one that it's a decarbiner. And actually, ATAC TV done a video clip on that, and I'll do an annotation on the video clip for the decarbiner if I can find it. If not, then I obviously won't. They also have another video clip that they demonstrate this little tool here that's top notch. If you guys haven't checked those guys out, Mark Finn and Jim Fuller, and there's a fellow by the name of Tom, and I don't know what his last name is offhand. All those guys are top notch. Those guys really know AKs. Check out Magna Matic Defense, great little tool. You can't beat it. They run about 30 bucks if you're asking what they cost, or about 30 bucks plus shipping. It's a pretty good investment. because of the fact that you're never going to have to buy another one. You're never, and that's the cool thing. You'll never ever have to buy another one of these front sight tools. You don't ever have to worry about the chance that it could get bent or damaged and leave you stranded. This little guy here, cheap, but they could leave you holding the bag. Check them out, guys. I think these things have got a good product. I think Magna Matic's got a corner of the market on these things. I just wish they were available on eBay. Thank you for watching.